I'm going to try and keep this quick, but I'm probably going to fail. Ideally, this will be a brainstorming event or session thing about Quince, like just pointing out things I've noticed that aren't brought up elsewhere. Then again, I'm not on Twitter, so it's not like I'm plugged into apparently where all the tech is these days. For those of you, all 15 of you, plus my girlfriend, who don't recognize this is Fantasy Strike Fighting Game. I highly recommend you try it. It's free, and it's good free, in that you can play any character you want in casual or ranked right now for free. They lock some cosmetic stuff, they lock some single player stuff, and if you want a friend match, you or your buddy needs to shell out $20, and then you can friend match with anybody. Plus get all the rest of the content. I don't believe there's like breakdowns, and I'm not certain it's $20, but either way, like the game is free, try it out. It's also stupid simple, like here's my entire move list. Well, the execution in the move list is simple. The depth comes from just, you know, actual good design. It's not about like, oh, well, can you hit 45 buttons in a second like certain anime fighters and whatnot. It's more about like, okay, do you know how to play a fighting game? Do you understand how to pressure people? And the answer in my case is no, I really don't. Or, well, I get the idea, but I'm not good at it. So it's very fun to get into and play, and Quince just kind of clicked for me. I've been keeping an eye on this game for a while for lots of reasons, and I really like the way he's executed, so here we are. Really briefly, for those who don't know, Quince's main gimmick is these illusions. So if I hit forward and A, I hit him. If I hold forward and A, I make an illusion, so I can bait him out. He has illusions on this move, which is kind of this lunging punch that starts combos from range and punishes things usually, like you bait out a reversal, and this is how you cover the distance to murder them. Don't block right now, please. So, there you go. And also he has them on this move, you know, this like Prince Ali thing. So there's, you know, lots of shenanigans with that. And then he has it on this move, which we'll maybe talk about, short version. It's bad, don't use it, barring very niche scenarios. And then, of course, the one that most people know right now, this guy. So, if you want to climb up the ranks in ranked, well, one, you need a team of 3, but if one of them is Quince, you can kind of blender your way through right now, because you can do junk like this, like just land a hit, and then you can choose whether or not to follow up. If you don't follow up, you're -1 in front of them. So you're not going to beat them out in a lot of cases, but you're like right there in front of them. If you do follow up, you cross them up. And it's +9 on block. So, you know, oh wow, that's pretty good. It's a like almost 50-50, right? Or, well, sure, it looks like a 50-50. Also, this game doesn't have crouching, so high-lows aren't a thing, so cross-ups are kind of important. But there's lots of other ways to get in. Anyways, so this move looks really bad, especially given that like an average character like this guy has 3 health, or sorry, 6 health, and it's very quickly going to do damage because it combos back into itself. So you can do 5 damage on 1-2 mistakes and probably kill them. If you actually start with a jump in, Quince happens to have a jab that's hard to combo from his jump in because Quince is slower than molasses. Yay! I can do things, yeah. So that's, you know, literally a 2 screw-up kill. And this works really, really well at the bottom of ranked, and it shouldn't, and that's because people need to be jumping out of it. If you jump, you just avoid the mix-up completely. Now, granted, I can stay on the ground and then maybe try to anti-air you or jump super, which I'm not going to do because we don't have time for that. But at the very least, you should be jumping this. The other thing you can do is like, okay, so you're blocking, right? And you're blocking and you're not doing anything. Yay. Well, you know, he still gets a mix-up on you, and that's kind of annoying. Like, oh, maybe he, you know, you block it and throws you. Aha. Yeah, so the thing about that is, where are we? After block's done, throw. If you block this move, throw him. So I did nothing there. This time, I'm going to follow up. So you'll notice, and this is very important, right here, I didn't get thrown, but he still recovers fast enough to block. So I get my 9 frames of advantage, but he doesn't risk anything. You can always throw Quince if you block this, at least if it's like in pure neutral. So a couple other things. I'm holding jump here. Holding jump will jump on the first flame. You can actually see in the lower left where that blue is that I'm hitting jump. So watch the inputs. You can't jump out of it. That's because of how throws are designed in this game. There's something called a yomi counter, which is where you... it's how you tech throws. If you don't do anything, literally no buttons, you counter their throw, you deal 1 damage, you get full super. Of course, you're not doing anything, so they can literally full combo punish you if they call you out on it, and just throw a poke. So if Quince is using this move on you, block it and throw him. It is really, really hard for Quince to stop that because, again, if you try to throw them, notice I was mashing throw there, again, watch the inputs on the left. Well, I'm -3, he gets the throw first. So every time this is blocked, well, blocked up close. Like, obviously, if I space this perfectly, I'm not in range, and so I get, like, ridiculous advantage. But if he's just throwing this junk right in your face, throw him. Throw him, throw him, throw him. And more importantly, throw him and hold back. So ideally, back throw, because if you throw and hold back, oh, I'm sorry, forward throw him. Throw and hold forward. You'll throw him if he doesn't do anything. And if he follows up, you'll auto-block this. And then you'll get a chance to, well, you'll get a chance to deal with his mix-up. But at the very least, you're not getting, you're guaranteed to not take damage from the mix-up. So again, block, follow-up. Now I can get out of the way. But even then, throws are fast in this game. So, yeah, throw Quince. All right, on to the brainstorming stuff. With that discovered, I was a little demoralized because, okay, wow, that's pretty brutal. Quince has ways to make this mix-up way nastier. He can obviously go into Two Truths mode, which makes all of his illusions real. Like right now, the illusion does nothing. It would actually be a projectile in Two Truths mode. So I'm been messing around trying to figure out, okay, well, what does Quince do then? Because this is a key tool in his kit. Like, obviously, we space it, because then I don't have to deal with the throw mix-up, and even if I'm at -3, I'm at -3, you know, 6 feet away, and he can't do squat about it. But what else? So he's got this move right there. And again, this game has short combos, so like that's a decent combo. I'm -1, I'm in his face, I get the option to go through. You know, why would I bother doing this into that, which puts him away from me, knocks him down, like, okay, corner carry, but I'm not getting any more damage, and this move is 13 frames versus 10, and, you know, that matters. So, first of all, in the video that they give for each character, they mention that you can do this. And that's a meaty hit, so we'll put him on blocking after first hit. We'll keep him on throw, why not? So I'm +5 there. So, actually, am I out of throw range there? That's kind of neat. Yeah, I suck. I'm sure I'm not out of the grappler throw range, but I'm out of his throw range. That's interesting. So that's cool. All right, I'm +5. I've got this meaty hit. They might, you know, throw me like we've set them up to. Oops, excuse me. They might throw me like we set them up to. I tried to actually poke him out of the throw, and I can't because my startup is so slow that he'll catch my arm because I'll move forward. So yeah, don't poke him. But you get the idea. Like, there's junk you can do here. The main one would be, actually, I believe it's going to be this. Yeah, just do it again because you'll be off the ground. You can't be thrown. Lots of little intricacies there. But that didn't interest me too much. It doesn't... It's worth knowing, but it's also explained in one of the videos. So I was like, well, what else can I do off of this? And the main thing I noticed is that if you do this, you're right at this positioning here. And it's kind of an important positioning for Quince. The first thing I think you can do, and I'm not great at demonstrating these, so please bear with me, is, let's see, always after first hit, wake up action, we'll random. So the idea is it's a safe jump setup. You do this, follow up, jump, punch, and yeah, I blew it. So, obviously this is what it looks like when I mess up. I'm going to show off a safe way to do it, but it's not actually a real safe jump. So I'm literally going to do my B special. What's it called? High standard, yeah. So I'm going to do high standard, and then I'm going to do the low standard follow-up. That's where you actually teleport to the illusion. And then I'm going to hold jump. So I will jump on the first active frame, I'm going to jump forward, and I'm going to throw a punch. And you'll notice that no matter what he does not hit me. So it's a safe jump in the sense that I can't be reversaled, but it's not a real safe jump because if he throws or doesn't block, let's have him not block. Yeah, fine, we'll try it. I don't think the punch actually comes out late enough in that he'll be standing, so I won't actually get a combo. So let's do this. Of course, classic. Got to keep up standards, I guess. Yeah, he threw me. Because I didn't hit him out of his throw because I was standing right in front of him. I could have Yomi countered that. Can I interrupt throw at that point? I don't even know if I'm plus. Doesn't matter. I might be able to throw him first there, but hopefully he doesn't throw me this time. Forgive me, I've been practicing this for hours, but doing it while talking. So you kind of saw me land a punch there, but I did get to block the reversal, but I don't hit him out of the throw. He just throws me. So what I'm going to do this time is rather than holding jump and going first frame, I'm going to pause a fraction of a second. This is much, much easier versus just about every other reversal in the game. I'm practicing against this character because his super is one of the best reversals in the game. It's way faster than just about every other. I think the next fastest is 9 frames that I've seen, but I haven't tested against everybody. And that's a normal move, so they can always do it, but in that case it's a lot easier. So let's see if I can do this. Nope, bad timing. Too early. So once again, counter hit. So that was me timing it right. I actually landed the counter hit, and I could have followed up. In fact, I could have looped right back into it. Well, I'm on a roll, but is he on throw? No, he's on random. Okay. Let's put him on reversal now. I've kind of, well, I've got to demonstrate that I can do this. Okay, counter. Alright. So that kind of looked right. I was roughly doing the same timing. There's like a brief pause, I get my punch, and then he goes flying, and I can punish him on the way down. So that's, I think, a very legitimate setup. It's a nice safe jump. It does real pressure, and it's something that Quince needs because he's got kind of this odd problem on, like, how do I approach you? He can sit behind mirrors all day, and I think you should, but in general, this seems like a useful tool. So if you've got a chance for like a full combo punish, I think back A is going to be a big part of his toolkit, because then you can start setting up this safe jump and looping it if necessary. And of course, I did it too early there. Let me just see if I can... It's like just a hair's breadth. Ooh, okay. God, it's so hard to do this right. And it might just be I'm actually crazy. You can... Oh, God. Forgive me. You can advance frames. I haven't messed with it much yet. I might just give it one try. He said while trying to keep his videos short. Alright, so here I am looking cool. I'm going to hold jump and resume frames and hold up forward. And that's going to put me in the air. Whee! Also, this game has tools like this, which I'm so happy about. And we're going to punch here, right? So hold attack. And yeah, I land, and he throws me. Okay, that's way easier than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, we'll mess with this. Once more. It's left trigger. Okay, so I've just landed. I'm still not in my own frames, I believe. I think he's got to actually stand up. Return to neutral. I think right there is the first active frame. That is my guess. So let's go let's do something like kind of human doable. Let's do like 3 frames. 1, 2, 3, jump. So 3rd or 4th frame jump. He's definitely jumping. Cool. I was a little worried he wouldn't. I'm going to wait until about here. We're going to throw it nice and meaty. And that counts. So like that, I don't want to set this up like 6 or 7 times, but that looks to me like a safe jump in the sense that I am getting my attack out low enough to the ground that were that not something I could counter hit, I am likely to land on the next frame normally, and then be able to block. You be the judge. Maybe better players than me can just tell me I'm completely wrong. I don't know. Seems legit. Let's go to other stuff. So the other thing I've been messing with is this thing. It's called Prince Ali Fabulous Positive Spin, Airby. It's a weird move. It's got cross-up potential at the right setup. It's like out there for a year and a half. There, cross-up. It's out there for a year and a half. Like, you know, you're committed to this. And then you can do stuff after it. Now, the interesting thing is, like, let's go way over here. I'm just mashing attack. Oh, that's kind of a problem. Okay, you're going to stop doing that just for the moment. Thank you. So, we're going to go way over here. So you'll notice he goes all the way through this little swoop and then does a flip. But if I hit him, on hit or block, I can immediately cancel into another one of these. I cannot immediately cancel into any other air attack. So like if I finish the full animation, I can go into a punch, or I can go into his mirror, which is amazing. But if I hit him, I'm mashing mirror. That's the soonest I can do mirror. If I hit him, I'm mashing B. I immediately go into another one of these. And that's very important for his approach, because on block, that into illusion version is safe. Now, the interesting thing is when you do this low to the ground, and you actually commit to it, rather than, oops, forgive me, rather than illusion it, well, even the illusion, it stops early. And I was wondering, well, okay, what can we get away with this? So the answer is murder. This looks to be like one of his most important tools. And the spacing on it is kind of tricky, because you can do like these basically low, shallow dive kick-like things. But one, you've got a neutral jump near your opponent, which is already scary. And then two, if you screw it up, you can be, you know, hideously unsafe on this. Like, okay, -7. All right, fine. Let's just commit. Oh, -46. Oops. You know, bye-bye. So how do we space it? And that's where we come to the throws. Ignore that. That didn't happen. The throws. Forward throw puts you at this distance, and it gives you just enough time that if he reversals on wake up and you jump on first frame, you're still going to get to the ground if you don't do anything. So forward throw, neutral jump, shallow, okay, he's going to blow me up. Forward throw, neutral jump, fake. He blows me up. Forward throw, neutral jump, fake lower to the ground, blows me up. I'm not going to frame perfect this and do the frame advance. I'm just kind of showing that forward throw, if he reversals and I push anything on this neutral jump setup, in fact, if I just stand there, I'm close enough to him for him to straight hit me. Obviously, I could have blocked that, though, because the spacing is just not great. I am right here. Block, please. I push throw. I'm an idiot. But if he doesn't wake up with a reversal, like he doesn't have super, or he wakes up with his other reversal, which is a lot slower, that's generally safe. And that's +1. +1 is like really cool to see on Quince, because not a lot of his stuff is plus. And what's interesting about it is that not only is it +1, oh, and it also counts as chip technically, but you can still cancel into other things. So you can't cancel into his jump A or his jump C, but you can cancel into his jump B. So you can either cancel into a fake, or you can cancel into a real one. I think that has some interesting potential, but it doesn't seem all that great. Like, yeah, whatever, you're +1, like, cool. And obviously, I've been practicing this for a while now, and I'm only getting -1 on most of these. I am not very good at setting this up, and it's really, really finicky. And if you screw up, you're like -11 right in their face. Yeah, goodbye. So that's not great. But what about back throw? This is the sweet spot. Whoops. So actually, first of all, back throw from here, I just want to see. Yeah, it's still -3. But it's safe in that they can't throw you. And then this, +7. Yeah, I'm so happy I got that on my first try, too. It can be hard to get the 7. I can usually get +1 to +7 on this. Obviously, you can mess it up like that. Even then, I'm -4, which isn't great. But, like, yeah, +5. +5. So let's put him back on reversal. -4. Fast enough. Now, I'm not even sure -4 is right there, because I feel like I should lose then. But for whatever reason, I don't know if the frame data is inaccurate or if I'm just misreading it. It's like far enough away I don't get the 2-frame startup. Instead, I get the full 6-frame. But yeah, like, this is beautiful. And further, if he does stuff on wake up, we'll just have him reversal because throw won't matter. Whoops, yeah. Yes, he does blow that up. In fact, I believe he will blow up. Why did I do that? Why did he block? Oh, super. Super's a meter, right. So let's try that again. So if I just straight neutral jump, I obviously land way early enough to, like, walk away. So I could also do that. So now I can fake the mix-up and punish him for going for it. And I have not trained myself to do the proper punish. Just to check, can I do the proper punish, in my opinion? If I do nothing, no. Let's try the other one. No, okay, you can't get the back A that I was just talking about. But that's really interesting. So basically, every time Quince gets a back throw, he gets this kind of interesting neutral jump fake. And if they commit to a DP, they're going to get blown up. And if they don't commit to a DP and they just block, well, cool. Yeah, there's no way. Stop murdering me, please. No, it's this that I want. And you can... Yo, we'll put them on random just for a bit, just to show it off. So go over here. He can't throw you either. So, like, it's really, 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 really good. Can he throw me out of this one? I'm like 90% certain he can't. He can in a sense. If you get the +1, I think you can throw him before he throws you. Let's actually put him on throw. That was me attacking because I'm an idiot. At -4, he can absolutely throw you. No, you can't even throw him. Yeah, so basically the forward throw one is super, super risky because he can just throw you for doing it, because even at +1 at that range, Quince don't get squat. I'm glad I tested that because... Let me see if you can do one other thing. You can delay your pain into something worse, I think. Oh, this is miserable. Yeah, fat. You can do that, but, like, obviously I dodged the throw. He had plenty of time to recover and block, and if he does block, you're -14, so goodbye. Yeah. I guess if he's doing certain DPs or something, that might be worth it, but again, it doesn't even call out DPs well. Like, you do this in their face to get a DP call out, and it doesn't even counter hit. You maybe get 1 damage. Not worth it. So the other thing of note is we have to turn him on to first. Cool. This setup I showed at the beginning also appears to be the proper spacing and setup. to do the exact same thing. So yeah, after first hit, he should do it. Yeah, he will. +4. So I think that kind of setup is going to be key to Quince's game plan. Like, there's footage of Rookhugger, who's a very good player, playing Quince, and it seems to be what I kind of expected, and that, like, Quince plays lame. This mirror controls a lot of space, and you are not here to play fair. Quince's supers warp the game. This is ridiculous. His air super is ridiculous. This makes it so your illusions are real, so you can do junk like this. Perfect example. You can do junk like this. Like, it just gets ridiculous what you can cover. And I've been labbing a lot of stuff with that, and there's some really nasty things Quince can do in mirror mode, but that's another story. Basically, if Quince gets super, he can either do that, and he also gets access to his jumping super, which is incredibly good. +10, Jesus, yeah. Does it get lower? I swear I've seen it, like, not at 10. Yeah, that's cute. Go away, mirror. Well, either way, the move is frickin' plus. It makes all these illusions, which are confusing as hell. You can absolutely win a round off of this, and I think most importantly, I didn't notice this until today. Wow, +14. Let's put meter on normal. Go away, buddies. It's like, let's say you just do something really stupid, like 3 inches in front of his face. I'm going to hold A and hold super. Yeah, +3 all the way across the screen, and notice my meter. So while these guys are around causing havoc, my meter is still refilling. And by the time they're done annoying the opponent, I have jump super again. That's brutal. Jump super is a huge portion of Quince's toolkit, and you can basically force them to always be fighting in it once you get it, because they're not able to ever punish you or stop you from doing this stuff. I mean, like, obviously he could reversal me coming in, but if you can at least get this off safely, now they've got to deal with shenanigans, and it can be hard to tell what's going on, and in the meantime, Quince can just lame it out and wait for another super, and now he's got jump super again, which is super useful for stopping them from jumping out of this. Because the other way to deal with this, like, mix-up is to just jump. I should probably show that when it's not confusing. Yay. Okay. So the other way to deal with this mix-up is to just jump, and it's much more dangerous if Quince can wait for you to jump and then just pound you like that. Yeah, good move. I have noticed inconsistencies with the illusions and their behavior. So I know one time I got my illusions, and all they did was walk forward. They didn't do anything. They didn't attack. They didn't pretend to attack. They just walked forward. And then another time, or another couple of times, I've gotten hit while I was like... So, actually, you know what? Let's set this up. I think let's have him super me. So after block's done, just blow me up. Reversal. Whee! So I could... +14, I could have handled that. But he's beating the crud out of me. I guess their timer's still ticking, but I have literally seen them disappear in the middle of like a super or a throw right after I did this. Like, they're lasting a full meter there, even though it pauses your meter gain. Like, you'll notice when an animation is playing, I'm not gaining meter here. So let's put him on throw this time. Wait for... That was a little odd. Do they have to be close enough to do something? Is that part of it? Maybe it was that my opponent was backing up and they won't do anything if they're not in range to do anything. Like, if they're back here, they're not going to fake stuff out. They just walk forward. Anyways, we'll do this again. It's like, I have legit seen the illusions end in, I want to say, under 2 seconds, whereas it seems to be lasting the entire duration of a superhero. I don't know if that has to do with net... Well, okay, that seems shorter, right? I'm not crazy? So using the incredibly scientific method of let's see where my super meter is. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm hoping I'm just crazy. Maybe I'll do some match footage and catch it. But there seems to be some inconsistency with how long your illusions last. It might just be I'm getting myself bodied and I'm not noticing it. So that's, I think, everything I've found with Quince that's of interest right now. That's not like explicitly stated elsewhere. I will say this move, the only interesting things about it that I can think of are, one, if you like reflect a projectile, you can use this to get behind them and cause a cross-up just as it hits. I'm not sure when it considers Quince... I don't want to get thrown all the time. Behind him. Like if right here I'm in cross-up, or if I actually have to... Let's see if there's like right there, or at what point it's actually in cross-up mode. But it's an interesting theory. Granted, you're betting a 14 frame on, or negative 14 on block move on it. You will get blown up if they catch you at all. And yeah, other than that, I see it as kind of a Hail Mary to get out of like pressure. I've been labbing a few pressure setups, and even then it seems like a smart player can cover your options and then still punish this in a lot of cases. Like I had a rook who was mixing me up, so I'm like, oh, I'll use this. It's my DP, spam it. And the rook did his forward kick. The kick recovered, and then he threw me because I was still in recovery frames. It was just really bad. Oh, I don't think people know, or I haven't seen a lot of people using this, so I'll just point it out. We went on counter hit, not blocking. So one, someone else pointed out to me, this doesn't have to be on counter. This combos into itself in the corner. So you can get up to 3 hits with it. You probably shouldn't end it like that. Probably want to end in seeing double. Because that's what it's called. I don't care what they say. You know, you can do also, or actually, can you do a 4-hit? No, you can only get 3. I don't exactly understand how it prorates combos in this game. I think it's just like they fall faster, but yeah, neat. And then the other thing is this combos on counter hit in the corner only. So you do it out here, you get 1 damage. Good for you. Let's show it from this side as well. Like you're not doing anything there. Maybe there's some safe jump setup that I'll find later. Sure doesn't look like it. I guess the main thing you can do is, could you see? Yeah, you could really bet the farm. But that's about it. So your other option, or sorry, in the corner though. Sorry, certain spaces of the corner, because why would anything be that easy for Quince? You get 3 damage, or that's the best I've found. I'm not a great combo master. Let's see if there's anything else here. I mean, I just like the simplicity of that. I feel like I had a 4 damage. It'd help if I knew what I was doing. A lot of justice going on. One more try. What do I want to do here? Yeah, can't even do that. Yeah, so... Ooh, actually, you know what? Let's try this. No, doesn't work. I wonder. It would help if I could commit to the move. I have this habit of double tapping my inputs just to ensure. That's interesting. I'll work on that later. So yeah, I think that's about it. Basically, short version. This is really, really good spacing for this kind of shenanigan. This is theoretically spacing for some kind of shenanigan, but not great. I'm going to mess with forward throw more to see if there's just anything Quince wants to do after forward throw. You know, a quick check. I wonder if it's set up for cross-up. Doesn't look like it. The cross-up spacing on this is super weird, though, so let me see. No, that's right in his face. Yeah, no. Yeah, forward throw is weird, but back throw is really good. Oh, and the other thing I noticed, there we go, for those of you who've stuck around for some reason, when you are in this mode, not only does this move get better, because look, I have a follow-up friend. Let's turn off counter hits. And let's put this back on infinite. In fact, let's put it on just yes. There's this interesting little thing, because obviously when this hits, throw is a good threat. If they just want to stay on the ground and block it or whatever, on hit, your throw will beat out their throw. But you'll notice there, he has 6 life. This does 1 damage. That does 1 damage. What the heck? Is that a bug? Is that what's going on? I have no idea what's going on anymore. I thought what was happening is, as you can see there, those both hit. so you can set up crazy combos and whatnot. But you'll also notice that if I throw him, I get 3 damage. So I get 1 for the hit and 2 for the throw. And it also works if I back throw him. And then you can do all sorts of dirty things because, for example, you can do this. And that's just mean. So, yeah, I don't know. Throw is good with Quince, yay. There's interesting stuff off his back A, and I think I've wasted, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes? Where are we coming out on this? Yeah, 35 minutes. Wow, I'm getting real terse. But give the game a try.